They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Green 39! Green 39! Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken in at the 22. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Listen to me.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Cousins now on 2nd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Play action now. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Cousins on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stopped them. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now the Packers get set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A good pickup there at 22.
56.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Gun. They'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. And just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
But do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Equanimous St. Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's going to fire one deep. It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now out comes Minnesota. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Black, black. Through.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Where's your hard?
Second down, Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, shifty. Whoa. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down. Cousins to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the false start will back them up 5. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Listen. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow. Two.
Third and long for Cousins. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked, instead attempt complete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Leopard! Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, flipper, flipper. Wait, you hot. 300.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Two. We're going. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And the ball is knocked out. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Daniel Carlson now for the Viking field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Go ahead.
Cousins now on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a third down. is Cousins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Gone!
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Cousins on 1st down. The left side caught by Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Listen to me.
Handoff comes to Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The 1st-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal for Cousins. This pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it. They're happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
A first down throw for Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 39. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that pushes the lead to 8 points. They've doubled them up. It's 16-8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. A gain of 39 that time. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Bingo.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Lucky 50. Black flag. Black flag.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Carlson now to kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And Rosas puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now out comes Minnesota. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.